again, once again, for tuning into Porch Talk, but we're not on my porch this time.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We're at Natalie's house. It's all fun, but yes, this is really a serious topic. We're actually going to talk about alcoholism. It affects many people, and you know, sometimes people are not comfortable to speak on this issue. Fortunately for us, Natalie is so kind to speak on it. I actually went to high school with her, so we are fellow High alumni.
Oh, 3, yeah.
And I would see her story on Facebook a lot of times, and I would read it, you know, and I'd be like, And then one day it just struck on me like, we need to do a video about this. And I actually reached out today, and she was willing to sit down and talk with me about it. So without any further delay, let's get into this story, Natalie.
Felt like it's a newscast, isn't it? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me and doing this. I definitely appreciate it.
No, thank you.
No, for sure. Okay. So, drinking, alcoholism. First and foremost, I'm 32. I started drinking officially at the age of 16. So from 16 to the age of 29 and a half, I pretty much was drinking. But from the age of 25 from 25 until like 29 and a half, that's when I did my hardcore, like in your face type drinking. And so, I went through a lot. I basically deal with both sides of my family being alcoholics on both sides. And I was one of those people at the time who felt like, oh, you know, alcoholism is not genetics. Like, I was one of those people. And instead of saying, hey, you really may not want to drink so much or at all because both sides of your family are alcohol, you know, I was just like, whatever. And, you know, it began. I always kept it under control. I was really just a beer drinker. You know, beer was my thing. And went to college, beer was still my thing. You know, I love drinking 40s. I mean, I don't care how hood or old school or whatever you thinking, 40s was my thing. You know, and I mean, it was cheap. You know, you get you an MGD 2 for $5.50. You mean, come on now. I mean, it's 80 ounces of beer. You know, so I would get those at college, and you know, we would drink them and smoke weed, and you know, that was the thing. Weed was my thing more so than drinking. And it was more accessible because I was only 18 at the time. I couldn't just go to the liquor store and buy liquor.
Right.
So once I left college, I stopped smoking weed, and I still was drinking. I was drinking a little bit of liquor from time to time, but beer was still my thing, you know. And then I went on to Atlanta, and when I went on to Atlanta, that's when I started to see that, you know, people down south, and I'm not saying all people down south, you know what I'm saying, because look at the camera. I'm not saying all people down south drinking the early AM, but the people I was exposed around was drinking like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 AM in the morning. In my mind, when I was in Michigan, I didn't feel comfortable taking a drink until like after 3.
Right.
But they waking up on like some Kendrick Lamar, like wake up, drink, pass out, drink, fade it. Like, this is what we doing every day.
Wow.
And when you're depressed, I was down there, I was depressed, and I was dealing with a lot of issues. You know, I'm dealing with a lot of childhood issues. And I tell people now, just who's going through things like when you're raising your children, it's imperative that you are really involved and being very supportive. My parents were very involved and they were very supportive, but due to a lot of things that I went through, you know, my mom being a bipolar schizophrenic and growing up with that and dealing with a lot of things that I grew up with, there's a lot of things and a lot of hurt and a lot of issues that I was dealing with that never really got addressed. And in the beginning, my parents took us to therapy, and my mom to this day even says the worst thing that she ever stopped doing was taking us to therapy. She should have never stopped taking us to therapy. She should have continued when we made the transition into moving from my mom's house to my dad's house. My stepmom always said that she should have continued it because I think a lot of things could have been a little different, but you know, I'm not sitting back pointing fingers saying it's your fault. I'm just saying that I definitely agree that therapy might have been something that would have helped me as a child to kind of digest what was going on and the things that I was feeling, because I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't have anything, I didn't have anybody to talk to for real. So alcohol was just something that just made me feel better. You know, alcohol made me sleepy, made me hungry, made me happy, made me sad, you know. And then when I turned 21, I didn't need to smoke weed no more, because now I can just access alcohol whenever I feel like it. You know, you think I'm crazy, but I understand why they had prohibition back in the day when it was illegal to sell alcohol, because I can see how that could just be a person just drinking alcohol and you don't know how to act. When people start drinking, you know, people get liquid courage. Bad things happen if you don't know how to control your alcohol. Okay, so I'm drinking and I'm gaining weight, and I'm drinking and I'm gaining weight, and you know, my skin started changing colors and it's pale and clammy, and then I started having these dark rings around my eyes, and you know, as I'm gaining this weight, my legs are hurting because all of the weight that's being, you know, the pressure on my legs, and I'm sleeping to the point where I notice that I'm waking up coughing because I'm stopped breathing in my sleep, which is one of the signs. Sleep apnea is one of the signs also of alcoholism. Is one of those. If you Google it, or even ask your doctor, too much of alcohol intake can cause that type of your sleep apnea. And so that was something. I'll be waking up coughing in the middle of the night out of the blue because you know, I'm big and I'm drunk. I've woken up in my own vomit. I've woken up in my own urine. I've woken up not knowing where the hell I was. I woke up not even remembering how I got home. Never been arrested. Never got pulled over. I think that was nothing but God. And I'm not bragging. No, I don't condone drinking and driving. Please, my mind, like I said, even when you're alcoholic, when you're not drinking and you're still drinking, you're still in that alcoholic mind state. Like, even when I wasn't drinking, but because I was an alcoholic and I was still drinking, my mind wasn't right. My thought process was all off. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to the doctor. I wasn't doing things that I was supposed to do. And nobody really knew what was going on, because I was one of those type of people that I'm not going to be one of them people you carrying out in the club. I'm going to get drunk in the privacy of my own home.
Okay.
So that's how it got. A lot of people didn't know what was going on, because I'm in my house and I'm getting drunk and I'm passing out on the stairs, and I'm passing out in the bed, and I'm passing out on the basement floor, or passing out in my car at my house. And when I did get drunk, I'll be around my family. So we all getting drunk. It's normal, because we only see each other once every blue moon, or
right.
So it's okay for everybody to get drunk and talk about it the next morning. Oh, you were so drunk. But that was normal for me. They didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm walking around in all this pain, and I'm hurting. And when I come back from Atlanta, I felt like a failure, because I did not succeed at what I planned on going out there. But God knew that wasn't for me. I had a bigger plan here, and I just didn't see it at that time. So I came back, and my drinking got worse. I was drinking every day. I can't even tell you the things that I was drinking. Stuff that had worms in it at the bottom. Just drinking it. And then my grandmother passed in 2012, and that's when the drinking, there was no holds bar. My grandma was my best friend, my mother. She was everything and anything to me, and she passed away unexpectedly, and it just ripped my soul out of my body, and it was just a detachment. And I was so angry at her, and I was so angry at God, and I was so angry at God, and I knew that there was no way I could physically hurt this man, and there was no way that I could cuss this man out. God, the only way I can hurt this man is by hurting his creation, which is myself.
That's deep.
So now we gonna drink. Now we gonna drink. I used to taunt God. I used to drink, and one day I got so drunk I ended up on my roof, and I'm looking up at the sky and I'm screaming like, you know, if you are who you say you are. This is on like some Bible verse, like some Bible stuff you read in the Bible. Like, I'm taunting this man.
Right.
If you are who you say you are, why am I here and kill me right now? Like, I'm giving you, I don't even really need to give you permission. But at this point, you see how much pain and agony I am. You won't help me. You won't take this. So kill me.
No.
Well, that didn't happen. And then it just was just drinking. I was drinking in the morning. I was drinking at night. I was drinking in the middle of the day. I was drinking before work. I was drinking after work. I was just drinking. Anything, everything. I was just drinking. And it went from, oh, I'm drinking the juice with the liquor to I'm just drinking straight liquor. You know, I'm just drinking. I'm going to the store getting double shots of Absolute, double shots. And in my mind, everybody like, well, why wouldn't you just buy gallons? Why would you buy just double shots? Every alcoholic has their preference. It's a mental thing. With me, I felt like drinking a half pint meant I wasn't drinking that much.
Okay.
But I would drink 8 of them.
Right.
But in my mind, oh, because they have pints, that's not that much.
It's taking baby
steps.
Yeah.
But I drink 8 of them by the end of the night.
Okay.
You feel me? It didn't make any sense, but it made perfect sense to me.
Oh, it makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So I laugh about that because it's like, bro, you spent like, I was spending like $30 a day because I had to get my beer too, and I couldn't save no money.
That's deep.
I was out here living check to check. I was out here scrambling up change. I was out here going through my pockets and under my car seat just to come up with $2. $2.
Wow.
Just so I can drink a Seagram's or just so I can drink a reserve still. And that's $2.11. That's that malt liquor. My liquor drinkers know what I'm talking about. Your stomach start hurting when you think about drinking malt liquor. And I was killing that because malt liquor got you drunk real quick. Malt liquor take you where you need to be. So I was drinking, and I was drinking, and I was drinking, and I was drinking. And in the process, I destroyed some relationships that really should have been destroyed, and some relationships that to this, you know, there's nothing I can do about it now. But I know that my alcoholism had affected a lot of people, family as well. I put my family through a lot. Just them watching me in the state that I was in. And then I gained the weight. I went from 130 pounds to 200. I think my cap was 15.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to stop you right here.
Yeah.
And we're going to finish this on our next video.
Yes.
So you guys make sure you tune into the next video. Make sure you continue to follow me right here at Rocky Road Productions LLC Porch Talk. Instagram, Rocky Road Productions LLC Porch Talk. Facebook, Love Ebony. Thanks again, and catch us next time. Bye.
Peace.